Certainly the best.
Waiting they have.
Now waiting they happen. Boss now. Now waiting they happen. Boss now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Boss now. Now waiting they happen. Boss now waiting they happen. Boss now waiting they happen. This one done too bad oh. This one done too bad oh.
No be moto na gully for Igwebe. No be moto na gully for Igwebe. I just tell government send your engineers come here. Hey wo, they say all year before, how's this day?
Waiting they have.
But the people for the area, they don't try some palliative. But that palliative is not good enough. Not be motor though. Growing gully. As I dey waka dey go now, I dey go Igwebe roundabout. Down. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. That's so it's supposed to be. However, citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, anywhere on a day they watch us, online for Facebook, for YouTube, for TikTok, for ITV, and then for Igwebe, local government Igwebe. And I did for Zebu quarters. As I go so, you go see where I want to go up here. They say if Edo State government, Ministry of Works, if they don't send their engineers come here, landlord and landladies, wait there for this quarter. See also.
Waiting they have.
Okay, where with this?
We do Zebu for Igwebe.
For Igwebe local government.
Igwebe local government, Igwebe. Yes.
I stopped for roundabout near that Igwari primary school. Okay, now what be this? I've been now waiting happen here. Waiting happen here.
Not be moto. Na gully. When I be small pikin, this thing never start. Now around the wrong person now. When rain fall, erosion will just pass because God designed Igwebe. All the water went there from Afuda, Uhe, Oyomo, Idiglogo. All of them are here, they come. So they pass freely. So when we small, that's late 70s. All of us, the wrong person. Before this thing can develop. It is surprising. Because this, where we did so, it is very risky because a lot of things even they live inside this gully. If you look now, this gully is at least 12 to 15 feet deep. Look, see the width. So we they call on our governor, able governor, may come help us. This thing actually start when they do that Igwebe Uromi Express Road, 1977. When they do that 1977, they can put two small culverts. And we as children for primary school, we they pass the culvert to cross the express under. Now we tell they go school.
You dey talk about like 40 years ago because they see what there for your house.
1977, I tell you so. 1977. So when rain fall 3 times, that culvert block, the water can't begin return. As the water they return, it can't begin pursue people for houses. Can't begin kill house, kill. In fact, here now this gully put for you. If you go down, it don't scatter everywhere. Don't pursue people for house. It don't. Then, if the water that road because as they take down when they take high, water no confident they cross them. The water can't return. If the water manage cross them, it will spread. People farmland. Why?
Hey!
Why? So with the big governor, if they come, make them look because that express, God to help us. The guy river Ogbodu, where this erosion they go.
Okay. As the water they call you water. It they go
straight to Ogbodu. So as they do that express Uromi to Agbo, they block them. They can't put those small covert. When the cover block, the water could return. Can't begin pursue people.
I'll go see them.
Where you go? I go follow you. So up till now, if they want help us, that road they go first cut and put better gutter, make the water take go.
But if they live here like this, it go tell they got you never see some gully where I don't show.
No. Now here grow up. See this front here, where this pole they so. House they here before. This pole when it bend so. House they there house.
This pole,
this electric pole so. Somebody house they there. You see where this banga tree they so? Restaurant they there. This one they tell you so 77, 78, 80. Restaurant they there. From that place go now be the old Igwebe market.
Why the landlord is waiting this area for over years? Why we are not shut? Come out!
What did they know? Not what did they sabi they will do? Nobody not be who know road go show person road. We thank God say we dey see you here now. May you help us cry out. May they come to our rescue. Because body don't pee.
Hey!
Body don't pee. You don't see where we dey so.
You got one of my friend Alex Imosili.
Yes.
He no let me rest.
Go see Papa house here. He dey feel like me. None of us grew up for here.
Alex.
None of us grew up for this.
Hey.
That old market so. You know say the market, they don't desert them now. They don't carry market go on that place. Because people come begin fall for gully. When you want, people want cross with bike, you go fall. You know that.
May you different.
You know where you dey go so? You know where they go? You don't see this gully. You want to come out for garage? Now garage they go now.
So Oga, waiting you to say Edo State government if you can do for this place.
Yes, Edo State government get a lot to do. When the last administration come, the road from Express, they can't do C4, they can't do and pass back of the market, go join Bank Road. The major here where me are you this so now major road. When soldier they here in the 70s, after the war, here now major road. Now that same place so where soldier they now they put college education now across the road. So make them come help us. If they want help us, as that road don't first break that road, put better gutter to take the water go river. Then this gully, they go. That to put gutter both sides, channel and go.
Big one.
All this water storm when Baba should do for Ewa Road. If you do it here, it don't
okay, those type.
If once you put that water storm Baba do for Osho,
those drainage.
When do for Ewa Road there, the water don't go. Now just that road, they need to cross them. If they don't cross them, anything they like me to do here, the water will return. Because that major road was the barrier. Now it's start them. Otherwise, everywhere, God arrange them. As the water they flow, you get where they pass. By the time this one they flow past here, small with they play inside, small sand they find. When that road come cross, water don't feel pass. God, come begin the water come begin keep it.
As you watch them, drop your comments, share them, like them. However, Edo State Ministry of Works, Edo State Watershed Water Agency, erosion control. Huh?
Bosuno. Waiting they happen.
Bosuno. Now waiting they happen. Bosuno now.
No fear, drop your comments. I did for Igwebe, Gully.
Bosuno. Now waiting they happen. Bosuno. Now waiting they happen. This one done too bad. Oh.
I don't suffer, not be small. Hey, well, if they fall for this area, I be. Very bad.
Yes, very bad. Have you food for water? Water full everywhere for you. You almost full safe. We can't want big food for them. You also have for them now.
They shake the area.
You see, they shake away.
They shake away.
Where are they hot? You go see that one. Not be fast.
If they fall, now they fear. So now what make Governor Kodwa?
Yes.
When I leader, when I beggar, say whoa. Akakomisa whoa. Akakomisa whoa. Opawolo whoa. Monday whoa. His Excellency, they say me you come Igwebe.
Bosuno. Now waiting they happen. Bosuno now. Now waiting they happen. Bosuno. Now waiting they happen.
Waiting they happen.
See, this house belonged to my mother. There was a restaurant.
This house?
Yes. This is where I was born and grew up. This very
I ain't born you.
Yes.
And you are more than 50 years now.
Yes, I'm 55 years old. There was a restaurant here owned by my mother. 2 buildings. This is a market square. People do buy and sell. My brother here operates this store. I was a beer parlor here. Drinks, beer meat. This was an industrial place. There's another house here by the pole here owned by my uncle. All this line, you see those repairer, the barber were occupying all these places down to garage. And at the extreme end over there, there was a big hall there. It was a market shop for the Gari women. They buy us to the north. A very big store where major people sell and buy. This was the major market we have in Igwebe. You trade here, you trade in Palace here. This was the highest market. A day to market, today is a market day. Like yesterday, you see a lot of people coming from Onitsha, Agbo and Omunede.
For this place, so?
Yeah, they will sleep overnight against today to buy food stuff and return them back. But today, as you can see,
What's your name?
I'm Mr. Augustine Esangbedo.
Esangbedo.
Yeah.
When they born you and when you they grow up, this one not there yet
I
now.
never see anything like this.
What it can happen?
Now this gully, as my uncle was telling, you understand? There was not anything here. This was a major express, direct. People buy and sell here. It was because of this gully that this market definitely closed down.
So now all the water we say they come from
everywhere, Dumbeka, Uhe, Dilogo, Oyomo, all are coming down to this very place. There about 2-3 years ago, if I'm not missing words, there was some 3 years, the car company came, said they want to dualize the place. You got me? This is my mother. So, as I set up, though, we were all happy, praying that the government should come to our aid and rescue us from this. Because if you go to the Dumogo side now, more than about 15 buildings there have been condemned by this place.
For that side?
If you go to the end, you will see today, people are not living in that place again because of this golden erosion. Where you are standing now, there's a buildings here. We're all living
where we stand, so how's day?
Yes, that's day. We interact together. When it was not costing a lot of havoc, my uncle now brought this thing just for the other neighboring community to cross over here. This is a chassis of lorry.
Okay, wait.
This is a chassis.
Okay, lorry chassis. Okay, that was the okay chassis for trailer.
Yes.
Now put it here. So
I will take on construct here. There were 2. After getting expansion here, one fell into this very place. That was how we lost. If you watch now, this is a chassis.
People they pass here.
We risk it.
May you fair risk up. Wait.
This is a chassis now. See, this is a vehicle. A big vehicle. You see to it? This is that's a chassis. You see to it? I cross here every day. I play over here. There was nothing like this here.
Which quarter be that side?
This is Idumomo. This is Zebu community.
Okay, it's Zebu community.
Yes.
For Benin, we still get to Zebu community.
This is my community, Zebu. Where only I came from, Mofigwebe. This is only as compound, where there's a big mango now. After the king of Igwebe, you see this second community here. This is only as compound, where you see a big mango.
You mean say some people are Benin people, they be one? Who they call me? Who they call me?
So, please, the governor, Excellency, Senator Modokwe was to come to our aid. People have lost their building, homeless, because of this. So I beg, in the name of God, they should come to our aid and help us out.
Where your mommy, where they see us now? She died.
We went inside again now. We are dying here. A lot of buildings have destroyed here.
Cameraman, come.
Here is direct to garage now.
Okay, wait first, make it. Come, no fear. Cameraman, come. My cameraman name na Ehoe. Come, no fear. I don't hear.
I'm going to show you a pump there, federal government pump. It's inside the hole now. Where we are very small, with fresh water at the pump. If you go front there before the plant food jelly.
So from town road now, from Egbore primary school now, from that on Abaso.
Yes.
Now in the Koso.
Like this.
Now see the go road to that side.
Exactly.
Hey, whoa.
Has been a long time. Any government will call, they will promise, no one will turn back again. I beg in the name of God, Modokwe with Sanishama, you should come and help us.
This is talk to an idea.
Your Excellency, sir. Mr. Auguste Sangbodovi Gwebe, the book water. Enu Yona, we are able to say, hey, Nata, Your Excellency, Uwane will bonavena, Kakabo, whatever destroy. Enu Yona Makari Vena, again Mary Woka. Enama Reka, Akivena, Edmamudi, who are very, Ada do a Kivena, and I owed Igwebe market. Because I know you're not Rivena. At the end of the day, that must kiss Venare. Master Rivena, Governor Vai, Aya Gioma, and Nikigopano, Eakibo by Caterpillar, Ekigopano. And on why, whoa, Maimia, Donoman family Uyona. I'm Yaro, Robovania. I will manage you want to say Cavan or Yakari. I manage Riveni, I'm Yakibo Muhe, Ekigo in a Bowa. Any school need to the express education of Riveni. I'm Yarana, Madame Scooby. So let him alone. I did what Dr. Coy. Let him out the number drainage. Now, America, and not drinking. I think maybe a governor, yes, as you are talked by Abu Baba.
Waiting they happen.
I was born and brought up here. My mother had a shop here.
Your mother fake a shop here?
Yes, this girl place destroyed it.
That was the area journalist was here.
Mama.
Nene! Over for Koye. I call your area. They say you fed guest store before for them.
I'm not the parking store.
But mommy, this thing fed there before.
I'm a car. Mamma and boy, I saw her. A lupuna. Oh, my look. I'm a mega. Two-room store, maybe you. Or Menahiba. In a two-room store, Menahiba.
2 rooms?
Or maybe you. It's sorry if I will not get to the Menahiba, I'm not back here. Oh, 10 Menahiba.
Mommy, this hole when I see for you. This hole here. This one. He fed there here before.
My car, my man, and boy, and no Vuna. Oh, my car, everywhere in a hand doorway. Well, I'm not Tonwa, and then my man bought another Diana. My American and my good goody. Get here, I know. Man, you want
make governor come do.
Me when the governor don't know you, ma. No salo by no trouble, no harbor. Or I will my bed will fuere boulet. And then Mamma Guan a new Vuna Venaye, and I hear even my mouth there. My mouth and I like better. And I like in my door, my make my like better. And I may not be stopped or in a here, Mera.
Mommy, now true they say this bush na market before.
Na market na. Na market.
Yeah, this say you know some speak pidgin, you don't knock on the market. I go pass your message to governor.
Okay.
Make governor make the contour. Say friend they fall, you go the fear.
Na. I look at the manga shake. My make my teta.
Call you. You go reach 100 years. Bye bye. Oga,
RTV.
how you dey?
Bossunu.
Na this area you dey?
Now that house I dey. If I want go garage now, I'll go past this journey. The worst part today na person even fall for this thing.
Hi.
Not be lad.
Yeah, una call this is there before this thing come chop like this.
We not see una na total who go tell. No, who go tell? As I don't see you now, I dey tell Baba God thank you. As I don't see you today, I dey happy.
So the water where they come from Igwebe?
As that has go even dey heat, sometimes he go climb up. Igbo say Makachuku. They tell you. Thank you, sir.
Edo State Erosion Control, Edo State Ministry of Works, Edo State Government, I dey for Igwebe local government, I dey for Izebu quarters and Iduogo.
Osunu, now wetin dey happen? Osunu na, now wetin dey happen? Osunu, now wetin dey happen?
Waiting they happen.
However, they say I road before. Some people who don't stay in this area for like many years, the thing shock them. So they follow me, they waka, they come. My brother, how you dey?
Fine, oh, well done.
I dey for Igwebe.
Yes, so
Where are they so?
you dey Uzebu community, Igwebe, and Idumogo.
From roundabout near Gware Primary School.
To this place, thank God say you don't see how the place be. This if rain dey fall.
With na moat be this Sabina.
See, here was formerly a road, a major road.
Major road.
This major road, what you are seeing now, it was a former major road. Gradually, it get to this stage. Nobody. So we are appeal to Governor Monday Okpebo.
Look my eye.
Governor Monday Okpebo, I beg, rescue us for this gully. He has taken many souls on our way to government. So please, we are apologizing, please, sir. Monday Okpebo, Akpakomiza, you have been doing it and you will do it. And you are God sent to rescue Edo people. We believe you. You are not just there to speak English for 8 years. Those who spoke English 8 years, they have gone.
What they go do here now? What they go do?
Yeah, now we they apologize. May help us do one.
Like
People they fall. See, it rain fall now like this. All the erosion when they go ben now here. All the whole erosion when they go ben now here. Even they fall now, everybody they fear. If you see now, say some people say for them to cross this place, you see some bridge. They're not born their way.
there is when governor send engineers coming Igwebe now.
Hey, it may say now, I beg. I don't need that. I beg Governor Monday Okpebo. I beg. One Monday Okpebo. Wo rekpa mai. Ma via bi Gwebe. Oyama le ramudeni governor we Gwebe na. People don't come up for house. They don't abandon their houses. For this side now, people don't roof. They don't abandon house. Erosion don't cover their houses. So please, Monday Okpebo, we believe you. We believe you.
Thank you, Shop Loco.
Thank you.
Hey, whoa. No fear, share and drop your comments. And therefore, Igwebe, local government, Igwebe. The only local government wait there for inside the local government. But therefore, Uzebu quarters, it won't go. You know, if you come inside land, you will see different quarters. Hey, whoa. What else, sir? I got this community today. How they come, Kako?
Na road before.
Yeah, na road.
Here na road before. Here na road. It's coming from west. From west. Here na road. Now because of the erosion that cut it. You see? You see?
Osunu. Wetin dey happen?
ITV, certainly the best.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Ugemobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Waya bota now. Ugi bota leso anyone. Gi bota de na. Oye gboma. E ma ro na wa te oye gbo obuwere. Oye gboma gi abu. O le no sie na he yi. Uwe udi won e ma yu kan. Oye gbo. De no so lowo wa. Odo olowa ni ma yo bi ma si. No ma gi ma dolo yi. No masi yi ma gbe no si kema oti oma orí yoma owó fọwà oye gbọ́ wa ya àwẹ̀ tó bó oye bó wẹ̀ sábà ọ̀la wò ìmọ̀ yóò bí máa sí ìrìnà máa gé gbìmọ̀ kìdì ló pẹ̀ wò ní àríwá náà náà ọgbọ́n ẹgbọ̀n yẹ ẹ̀mẹ́ oye gbọ́ wa náà ọ̀tẹ́ mẹ́fẹ́ pásítọ̀ kábàárì wọn náà mú rẹ̀.
Ìwé ẹ̀dùn náà wọ́n mẹ́ wáyà bí rẹ̀ ká yẹ wá bí dàmí wá bí tóta ọ̀fun igbó sáwọ́ bá gbọ́ ya rọ̀ ọba àtọ́ pẹ́.
Iṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wọn tẹ́wẹ́ Victor Bizigbe.
Ẹ̀dùn náà wùzọ̀ mọ̀ táwọn ẹ̀dùn náà àkíkọ́ ẹ̀mí nà rèrè ọ̀kì ẹnu ní ẹ̀mí náà rí dọ́sí yé náà gbọ̀n náà wẹ̀ náà pè fi ayé náà ló pè sòrò wà bọ̀. Àwọn ẹ̀mẹ̀ pàtàkì mọ̀ àwọn náà gbọ̀n kàn dẹ̀ náà kàn ní òyìn gbọ̀ wọn. Wàyà kàkà bọ́ ràhọ́ yóò tọ̀ ń dáwọ́ ahẹ̀mẹ́ wọn ẹ̀ bọ́ wáyọ̀ pín yó. Ngwa hɔ ngwa yɛ anwa bɛni ewihi bɔ mu na bɛni ɔyɛ azɔre imuna na ɔyɛ ti bi imuna nyi ma ɔba atɔ kpɛ yi.
Kìsɛ.
Mɛ sọ abọ́sẹ̀ ń jẹ n'orí ẹ̀ o n'orí ẹ̀ dọ́ba yọ ká ẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ do yà fẹ́ ẹ̀rẹ́ gòtú wà yà ɔba atɔ kpɛ yi.
Kìsɛ.
Níwọ̀n oyè gbọ̀n ẹ̀ máa gbọ̀ kẹ́ wọ́n oyè gbọ̀n wà yìí báyà ká wọ́n sọ wẹ̀ wọ́n yà wẹ̀ gbọ̀n ká oyè gbọ̀n oyè gbọ̀n oyè gbọ̀n ọ̀sẹ̀ bẹ̀ ni òun wẹ̀ gẹ́ gbèsè ọ̀sẹ̀ bẹ̀ ni wẹ̀ náà hẹ́ nìyí ni maari eba we oyebo gemi no do wa se kaka ni gbe o te me
edo ya ipitan we onwa ge fie ubi ogbe fie ubi but ora oga robi o ti gbo bi yo se ni ebi no wan na kara we enwe ai we e wo give ai ken we na boyin egbo e una boyin ri awon even we na boyin egbo e no that day we no wo we ga ja o ni ri o ma be we iwo ma na mi na di ma we da o ga be ba lo me e o se le do la ka we ken una boyin ri awon iba na bo egbo no dona oyin egbo wa okay there ga ni oboda o ma no me ko neboti e conscient we ayage we yawo egbere ayaboyen nedo o wa oyin egbo ma yawo egbere o eda egbo e o eda ko wege di me no wo emi ni wo ma na re na o ge ni aya ta o ma gbe na di me ata eyo egbebo ebo ni awu ya si o ma na koto di me o ma ga si koto na bo amere ni me mu na di me ogo me amu yaga be ni arabo o yin egbo ma we ka boyin no ka egbo ene o ke aboyin o ma be then we are na ka we e na ma wa gbe wa do na we bo ya to ka pa bebi no wan e do pagire ijesu ga re fon pa na tota o ki wa ge e Pharisees ya wa ko pa de te ya bi gbe mo bo ya ri se ba ya ko se ba ya nya ga pon yo eru ne bo kina ya gbe ti amu e bo ge ina wa ka we Jesu we magana okuona ima wa mu e be okpi ai ma mu okpi amu e ya ga we mi odo wa me ya we ya na adultery o ko no wu Jesu ma sejo ona agbe mi voto egbe maga ora wonu da uyi oge Moses ka wo gbon aberi ona mu egbo ge aberi o da ba firu gbegbe na gbe wa Jesu na agbe mi yoto de ni aze nwa ne ma na nda ye mi no ri e ko we iya mo ho ni iya na iya mo wo ho ni ope ni ake mo we Jesu mi o ne we be ni ayare e oge si na gbe wa ya to bi aboyo ho na ne gbogbo ke yan e Jesu ya tun mu ona wa akoma no re ma no e wi ma e ka wo ko de e ma e we no so na we no fi gbe no ka ona yi go na ona na go na dado na so afilu gbe oge akwa nda oyin bu egbe ene iya to bi an okwo yi ade be na ta be na do ta we oyi keke wi eri eke wa ya moje ere utapa moyi keke o moje we no bo no we bo ekwa be gboma we ko emi nu weri oboyi emi no ma mu ere obe moti on egwe nu gba lo nege ti mu so no ma no re we boni ge ti mi oboya ri ojo bo nera na ri oboyi wegele riri ipelebe wa gba lo wa ni do you we no be re iye keze are gba lo wo nege be ri yo bo guwe ya we gbe ga ya bo yen do o yin gboma we ka bu oge gbo ene uke ga bo re obara tokpe
what's it ayi we dai oni wa no we neru ne ku eso ohu o to le owodo iye me ti wa we
iye we o ti no do ti we
owo ewo na we na o mi odo
do no
e ku so to
do no
emi no we owa ihe ni owa lu owa ya
oya so money koto
oye gbo wa no
no
we le buwe uwe no we tie na we mo
ara we o ni e ga wi yen ga ka we e mo wi yen na
o yen o te me bizu age foto
mama oye gbo wa na ma ye gun kan na ebo akanta as zibo pa na te empathy mu egwe yo we de we
awu na da
Ewani buma na te oye gboma yen ma yen ka bo re gbe han.
Ake boro ma be. Gbe wa yan yi.
Bo ni wa me bo ni. De bo ma no ro ayo o ye ke nu da. Ita paro na nata we o wa na mu diana. Me no ku odu e ni re. O no mu dia o han no wa we me. We no ku gbe ho do re. O bu we be wo. Ebona were blessed are those who view objects from different angles.
Ukore. Bayaka.
Ọmọ no re èmi ní gẹ́gẹ́ ne no ya mujani. O ma no mani. No ge gbe sanwó bopa. O ka we no ma ye enyo waye. No ye wu no ba wo bopa fofo wo no pa. No ro da wo no fo ye. No ro gbe sanwó ni ku ye. No ro pa we no ba ye. Ma bere. Ọwọ́ àgbẹ̀ dédé ní ìyàpò ní òkè zẹ́mì wà ní ìyọ́. Wẹ́wẹ́ ọmọ náà wọ́n mi ká tẹ̀wọ́ pàbọ́n wẹ́ àtẹ̀tí sẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀bọ̀ náà mú ẹ̀bọ̀ gbégbọ́mọ̀ tó kún ẹ owó ń rí à ní ẹ̀bọ̀ náà rẹ̀ ó tẹ́kùn. Lóòdọ́ ni ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn náà rú èmi wọ́n wẹ́ dédé ní náà rí mẹ́ ẹ̀ ọ́ sùn núdà bọ́kí ara yẹ ẹ. Wẹ́mọ́ náà wọ́n ni una wa ku o apahia okiki o ko no e ma mami uga wa le gbo ene eluwe ki akwe na uda we mo na we da we de ba e dagun we awa ye wo so pa ma na o ma re una wa o re gbo okiki e ma o ga mu bo re na re ri ya gbogba ejopa e o be fan ni yakwa so pa o gba na ye ma ta gba ologun fanu me wọ́n sì so ba ki ma yo e ma ta gbogba ma ga bi o pe yo da ye gagbe ọba atope
ise oye gbo o so ba ge ma yin maru
Ise.
una zi o wege enu haru edagun emi ni u ka ge do awe be we penu ya dunu de owó àdúẹ́kìnà orí ìpọ̀mà ọtún ní wà àdúẹ́kìnì yẹ̀rẹ́ nẹ̀kìnì máa nẹ̀ yẹ̀yìn àdúẹ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n dúọ́rẹ́ ẹ̀ orí ìpọ̀mà ẹ̀ náà ẹ̀dí àbò wọ́n tó bọ́ sí orí wọ́n á sún ẹ̀yìn nàró ìwùnàná údà làdàwẹ̀ yunifásitì údà sún ẹ̀mùnà àríwó wọn míwó náà rí wọn àtúnyà mọ̀mọ́ ọ̀yà dúẹ́kì ụka bọ̀rẹ̀kì nù adó nù ajígbé nùdó náà ẹ̀dùnmọ́ olú arúsà òye gbọ́n
ẹ̀yìn nù
ó ní òye gbọ́n ó ní ìrẹsì nù zẹ́dà gbọ́ ẹ̀ ọmọ tí ìdókì yóò dà kò sábà náà ẹ̀gì wá sí ìdá dàbí ọdọ̀ olóògùn wù rè ọdọ̀ olóòkú àṣìdẹ́ntì rè ọdọ̀ olóòkú èèyàn bá lọ́yà fẹ́ ọdọ̀ alàgbẹ́ ẹ̀gẹ́ ní wẹ̀túbù ẹ̀dọ̀ aṣọ wẹ ẹ̀rọ síọ́nà yóò rí ẹ̀gbẹ́ mati ẹnu wa zẹ́rẹ̀ makata sí pé náà ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n ní sinúpò pọ̀ kárẹ̀lẹ̀ wẹ̀yẹ̀ pé wẹ̀yẹ̀ rẹ̀ wọ̀wẹ̀ wẹ̀yẹ̀ pé kí ló tọ̀yà lábẹ̀ wọ̀wẹ̀ òkè wa pàyà fi òbọ̀yọ̀ òtọ̀wé igbó iná jákù wẹ̀ wẹ̀ yóò dá wà wẹ́gbẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbẹ̀ yóò wà wẹ́gbẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ wà wẹ́gbẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ oye gbọ́n ẹ̀ẹ́nù wàkàkíá máa wà gbọ́ yíyà ẹgbọ́ ààrẹ wẹ̀lú ọmọlúwẹ̀wù ẹ̀yà gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ọ́sọ̀ ló bọ́ ẹ̀rì ní alẹ́gbìnà oríṣìíyàwó èrí ìyàlúwẹ̀ ẹ̀rẹ́ yàfẹ́ ó yẹ yàkọ̀kọ́ ní àìní ẹ̀dà sábàánà ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìṣẹ́kànláwà gbé oye gbọ́n olówó èrí yàfẹ́ ẹ̀nà màrú àgbà ọkọ̀tọ̀ àwọn akàbọ̀ rẹ̀ wẹ̀ jẹ́mìnì láwọn rẹ̀ dàgbọ̀n rẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́ bá so zẹ́rì lé lọ rẹ̀ do ní mẹ́wàá pátá rẹ̀ ya ó pàálí ọ̀rọ̀ bọ́nà ló ṣe pé ìwé yìí nànà àgbọ̀n rẹ̀ màrẹ̀ ìmì rẹ̀ ó lè ta màá wọn wọ́n ló sàlọ́bọ̀ ọmọ níwà ọmọ nẹ̀nà bẹ bẹ́wò dẹ ọwọ́ èrè sí ìnù àzọ ìrìnù àrò wẹ̀rẹ̀ ìzẹ̀sẹ̀ ní ìrìnù àyàwó náà dìrò dẹ òye gbèrò ẹ̀ ẹ̀wù bú mi so pa ude kun e wa re un down na re we wa so gidi o ni o eri bo yen we ye court eri o ye o re wo eri o ye we ile le ya fe na ya we dagun wa ya fe na gbe kokoto na ro e un na mi we ave pastor gbe no track iye ya wo we ne de no re bible o sa lo ba ya ro ni na he ọmọ náà òye gbọ́ wà náà yín náà ìgbàgbọ́ ní mú rẹ̀ náà ọ̀há sùn ẹsẹ̀ dàgbọ̀n rẹ̀ ní máa gbèlúwẹ̀ nágbọ́ àti ẹ̀ ǹdọ́ owó ìfọwọ́ ẹ̀ ó gbèrò àgbèrè ó yẹ ìyà pẹ̀lú ìbàbọ̀ rẹ̀ wọ́n náà dùnà ẹ dùnà ẹniwọ̀n ẹ̀ di máa rẹ̀ ní irú wẹ̀nà sí irúpò púpọ̀ kàrẹ̀ lẹ̀ púpọ̀ ọjọ́ wèé ní ìmọ̀ ìwà jẹ́ náà rẹ̀ dó ra bueno yo we so egbe ehe ya ta o ma ye gwa ya karunta o ni owiru yin na o wa re awa ma we wo wa do kini ya ere ne be ya re uda o ma lo de na ri lawo no odu yi na ri lawo no we egwa ari na ma manu we re gwa ma we le o vion esese we ma e wa do na
Domusa edunu pe wa he bin banana ese no kan na we oyin gboma owe ya o igbere aya boyen na do eden we boyen egin awon ede do wo bo gegbo e arun do bi o ma ya yui obi ogwe yui adafin aya ba e da o nu da oyin egbewe oyin edenu wa boyen o ma be o boyo we enu we wo ma e ni ara we ebo ọwẹ́ ẹ̀yí fi obi ẹ̀ àzẹ́ yìí ọ̀nà sogogogo yìí ọ̀nà balọ̀ egbò a ṣùgbọ́n obi ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ èbò wọ́n ròóge èrí bí ọ́ ní wákẹ́ aka ẹ̀ nùdá uka bòye gbò ẹ̀ ubòye wẹ̀ èmi ni wọ́n máa náà náà dí ìmẹ̀ àwẹ̀ èbò ọ́ ní òyìnbó gbọ́ ma wẹ́ wẹ́ kpáàbò wí ẹ̀ òkpáàbà sán uri nwina eminu marie uya yari du we no we ebo o mo ma mu yo bobo we ga so wa we to ta wa si won agbo wa lo wa ni kwa we na wo gba lo ri efieze o money no te wa utititi uya eke ne fun e we gogo we eke ne mi rie we wo boro obo uboye gbo eni we uyo mo kyan meme o ga o we no wo utoge no wo ye owo dore oga uwe no wo we boye gbo enu we ge nu da owe ebode na duza ere doka e edenu samobara kekete e sumozo e ona bio e nyanwe edo oke ya be no baloje we ka boye gbo ene di me no wo waze emu eda na ibote e poison yo ma ba e no wa wu baba na we ka bo we unegbo e du we no wo wa soge no wo ma yisi wonare ka bo onegbo du we no wo emi kemi no ma wo agbon na okeke ake ya dai one mana mi bota ona wo to ota okole ota ya ni yo wa we ya ge we enu we go wi e wa dori e wota ona so na mi are di o ma ni bun odo ari o ya wota e dede no bun o ari o ya wota nu da e go wi eni e gbe ye ma be ka go tagare o ma be ka we o saga boye e me so ga wa wu ori ya kwere agbon ye ga lene o ga isota ye ga gwali yobo o ma nu me ma wu yobo na o nu we iku yo wodo we no do wu yobo nu a o ma nu to we yo gbe we no do wu yobo nu a o de nu ma lase we o na nu we na do mi emi esi noro ero boye gbo e we ka o da we ute we ni kemi ka o ni awuna ma omo ni eti owo sa o kwiki ane mila ne meruru we ti ga wo nya we eni ni opa u o ma police o ma oba o ma ebo o ma baba ya wa nwe inwe ebo ede imi wa u we ijere we osa o kwe no hodin oba ga to pe
anyway I wa da you matana o ye gbo ma gwakana Onye gbo ke din yen se.
O sapo no ko din.
O sapo no ko din. Onye gbo ke din yen se. We emi we awo ri ohun e. We gbe we. Onye gbo wa yin. We emi nu ho. Ah.
Nu were.
Waya fi gbo e we ma ri we. Onye gbo wa. No. Ami wa na gbo onye gbo wa. E no se mo na tela jana. Ma do we emi no ika bege na. Onye gbo wa ri kwero. O to so le wo, obu wa ri na buse. O ri na buse. Ma mi we na wo we ye. Aba America we ya masuye ni e. We da do we ye wo ni sikema. Ma we na ye. E kinado ma we na ye. Emi no lare e ke o fi gbon no wa. E ke petrol no wa. E ke ona ya pe no wa. Well, yeah, my pocket will tap we have a your work. No, oil on a petrol. Pokia market. So, I don't know if you go in no market. In Nigeria, my face. I will my face in Nigeria. So, although I know him, okay, Buddha. Ewa mama siti bonye gbe.
Mama bonye gbe. Ni ko na bisi.
Na ya ru ni, na ya mi we egbe ro ko me, o are na da do we. Ma ngo oye gbo. O te ere be kan bo ni. Oye gbo, oye e mo
we na ye agun ade na ọmọ no o ni gbe. Ona o we no gi eba e be ri o. Ah o yen agun. E mo na si won. O we o ne gbe.
Iyo ne gbe me o. Iyo ne gbe me. Iyo ne gbe. Iyo ne gbe.
Ki ma o no ge bi ma. So di ma o ni egbe ma. O ga se ti aro egbe ri o. We fi ogbogbo yi do. Mu da we oyin gbo wọn na gbe na de ti o e le gbegbe igawe ni na e no manu. Una we da wi o ge ba edogbonu ye ori hiyan. We hin na le pega awe agagwa le mi mata awe na bu o
ni.
When I mean where yeah oge kere ko no we gbe ko ni bisi ya gbo gbagagbe ara tere won re eso 2% fo eso me on meso abegi ma me ebo ni wa de fi abegi mo so di ha wa ta gbe pa on ra asu na gbe enike
asu e mo ego
asu e mo ego ni mu do ni wa gi ma we ni gbi ma we we da we oge bi ma re ka we apwe ro apwe wa ro
Oba ko
ka wa ku ero ona wa aruge na o tere ta ba okiki odori oya ayo okiki omo ugo
Emma
jara mi mata oba to pe
ise
anyway ege be kan bwane oye gbo ma ahebe ni we no oye gbo ma we matana we ya ge bo se ni la yo na oye gbo ma ne gabu mo se emi bun ma yin mu kania iwo ne gbo wa onye gbo wa iwo ne owe wo onye gbo wa eyin na sunu ja be abe otu se we wo abe politician iya o ne gbe
o ti e den asa ya lo egero
emani ni ebe ye wi na nuwe wa wo ye o ma nuwe mu gboto wa ya mu gboto e ugele so boye feni ana una mukene ona dia ukelu ye ne ukele mata no ani le ko ge wa be biri
gbogbo nta
awa do fo na alaye bo se kana ya wo je ka wo de ne
bo so wa se ko wa se yi
wo de ne
o ye po wa
o le se gbe
wo ya ye
odo bi
o le se gbodo odo bi wala ni mange ma so ma be ge wo so egbe ni kata wo za no gbera ina we ori obo waju yi ni a owe Hausa, Igbo,
Yoruba.
Eyi ma ya ri ama eno ere owe be peaceful. Ori ma ne do ewo be ewo ari kwe. Oni ri e ma we. O isere we ni ma ze bona, eri ma ya ze
Hausa.
Ori magui ni mawi mate ya ma mo e. Ni mate upu. Ori Hausa ma yan ati e. Ori Igbo ma yan ati e. Ori Yoruba ma yan ati e. Ebi na ati e ore aupon eri we no. Anyway, ima dadu ba ore do. Erima ọmọ no ba na do ku apoto oto obo ipe wo ba. Nazi yo pe ma we ya ma ebi ma edo na se he. Anyway, ya iwe erima ya mo ibota ore de na yo to. Ọba ato pe.
Ise.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Akwe seed. Ayo or Akwe game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Akwe game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the program Woman to Woman. I'm Adisu Sawage, and today on Woman to Woman, the topic is going to be like this: my marriage counselor and I, your marriage counselor and you. Most women don't like to visit marriage counselors. You know, there are times all you need is just some prep talk to make your marriage work. Sometimes all you need is some spices to add into your marriage, and your marriage will work. It is not every marriage, no matter how bad it is, that ends up in divorce. There are times a little bit of contact with your counselor makes a difference. It could just be something small. And when you are able to click that something small, you'll be happy. So join me as I make welcome our counselor today. She's Counselor Sharon Ekele. She is of the Uniben Counseling Center here in Benin City.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
And I tell you for free, she is open for you to come and talk to her anytime, because we want women to get out of that their shell. Nobody is going to laugh at you that your marriage is not working. And of course it will get to a point where even your counselor will say, take a walk.
Exactly.
Take a walk. You cannot remain in that marriage. And taking a walk out of marriage does not make you less a woman. It simply means you're keeping your mental health intact and you're saving your life. Do a research and see the number of women who have died as a result of domestic violence. Mm-hmm. Do you want to be added to that list? No, I don't want to be added to that list. So we have our counselor here, and we're just gonna talk generally, and after now we'll start talking specific as far as marriage is concerned. It's going to be like, how do they call it now? Like a series, you know, like our home videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, like that. But we'll take it to a part where it will not be so boring, okay? You'll be very happy, and it will be something you want to look forward to. Oh, where's Counselor Sharon? Where's this one? When is she bringing her again? So, Counselor Sharon, now that we've established why we are here this afternoon, let me quickly ask you this question. You know that couples fight, and then when you ask why they are fighting, even the couples themselves don't know why they are fighting. It can happen in this home, that's why I'm using the word couples. It can happen in this home A, Same thing will happen in home B, same thing will happen in home C. So let me put the question a little bit straightforward. What is the number one issue couples think they are fighting about, but it's actually something else? You laugh. It's a tricky question. Yeah, what is the number one issue that couples fight about? Meanwhile, it is actually something else they are fighting about. Oh yeah, Counselor.
Okay, like you said, couples have their differences, issues, can be couple A, couple B, couple C. And sometimes it differs, or sometimes it can be the same challenges, but still in the same form and all that. But one thing people tend to don't really digest, first and foremost, is what is the original meaning of marriage? Why did I get married? Did I get married because people want to? Did I get married because people are telling me to do it, or I just want to, oh, age is not by my side anymore, or I just want to make a statement, I want to tell this person that if you two can get married, I will get married and all that? Or am I getting married because I've gotten my self-actualization, self-realization, and I know why I am there?
Okay.
Am I getting married because I need a nanny, a cook, or a cleaner? So by the time we cannot really define why am I getting married, you see all these whatever there is there, but we cannot pinpoint why are we doing this. Yes. So like, what is the actual thing, whatever? Emotional disconnection. And this emotional disconnection comes in trickish way, like, need to see, I bought this glass table. You are not even noticing that the table has changed. So I don't understand. Are you the first woman to buy a glass table that so what is the woman trying to tell you? Is notice me, value me.
That's just all.
Yes.
Why can't a woman just come out to say, Oga, validate me, value me? Not, you know?
Yeah, because some persons, they don't know, they can't really tell how to pass their message to the other partner because they don't know how the partner is going to react.
Okay.
So it can just be, my stomach is paining me. So don't you know the way to the hospital?
That can be very disheartening.
So what the lady is just trying to is care, just care for me. There is a story of a lady that her marriage wanted to collapse. What was it? Because growing up, when she's sick, her dad will not go to work. We care for her.
Care for her.
So when she got married, she was sick.
She was looking for her daddy and her husband.
Yes. So and the man, okay, take care of yourself. I'm going to work. We're like, I don't understand. I'm sick. You are going to work. Wow. I'm not getting married again. It's not supposed to be that way. So these are these little things, but everything ties to emotional disconnection.
So what's your ideal healthy argument or healthy quarrel in a marriage? Because definitely couple will argue, they will quarrel. So how do you explain healthy arguments?
Healthy argument has to do with respect. You respect my view, my opinion, then allow the other person talk. So let me hear my feelings, my mind. Then, oh, okay, what do you have to say to that? You say yours. Then understand the feeling of that person, not at the end of the day, like, please excuse me, you always love throwing tantrums as if you are a baby and all that. So by the time, the major key point is when you begin to understand yourselves. Like I tell people, you find out that marriage is like home video.
Okay.
Once understanding is just there. So maybe I come to you, I'm like, I didn't really like the way you just walked out on me. I'm like, okay, come now. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's come and talk. And then you find out that the atmosphere, before everything, you go back, I said nothing happened before. Everything will just change at once.
I was discussing with somebody and I said, that woman you're talking to just now, is she your wife? He said, no. I'm going to talk to my wife like that. I said, who is she? It was like, as if you don't know her, this was as if you don't know. I said, so, see the way you're talking to somebody who is not your wife. So will you talk to your wife like that? And I say, marriage of how many years? I will not be petting my wife. I felt so bad. So how do we get men to understand the fact that whether marriage is 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, a woman is a woman. Whether she's 18 or 80, she needs some level of validation. She wants to dress up and hear you say, you look good, you look fine. How do we get men to that point and take them away from that myopic? Some men do, not every man, but most men. How do we take their minds away from that? We have been married for so long. What do you need validation for? If I don't love you, why are we still together? Exactly. Why are you not saying it? Why are you not acting it? You know? Yeah. Is it a woman who should bring the man to that point, or the man is supposed to just know?
Regarding this aspect, it all has to do with healing emotionally. What is this man's story? Where is he coming from? So if I'm from a home where women are not valued, women are seen as trash, as nothing, women are seen that, okay, give me your bill, what is okay, take, go and do what you want to do. And like you use the word that you should know for us to be 20 years in marriage, so should I tell you every morning I love you, you should know I still love you for me to be with you. But if that mindset is not changed, if we don't start having, if these men cannot just start having this mindset that my wife is like my daughter, my sister, my baby, I will have to treat her with utmost care, attention and all that, it can never change. So it's just, few men that really key into that and see the value of why I should always hang around my wife, appreciate my wife. So you just have to do it on learning what they've learned.
And do you know that the few men who even do all of that are being mocked by their fellow men?
Yes, they call them woman rapper.
You see them?
They mock them. They tell them that I can't stoop so low. Why? Because the society have so programmed some men to make them think, oh, you are the man, you are on top. By the time you start doing this, the woman will start seeing you as a nobody. But it's not so. Like I tell some persons, have you tried ever like being part of your wife's world? Just be part of her world, then see the difference. Like me, I like using myself as an example. You don't tell me if my mother like, hey Sharon, come here, I have to talk. Well, like, then you know, so I'm not like, Mr. Kelly, I told you if you want to communicate with me, this is the way you see.
Okay.
So, when
it's not every woman that have that time.
So when he started trying it the other way around, he started seeing results.
How sweet
yes, how sweet it was and all that and everything. Than to like, hey, I'm the man. You should head. When I'm talking, you listen, you whatever and all that. So if some men can just let down their pride and ego also, it will still go a long way. Yeah. To make these women feel accepted and loved.
So at what point should the woman recognize that the friction, the problems, the fights, the quarrels and all of that the very not so palatable attitude, if I may use that word, of the man is actually not a normal marriage stress but a red flag.
Yeah, when you there's disrespect, not once, not twice, you are being talked down on, you are being belittled, the man sees you as you don't have any value or worth, and like what they always see, the word most men use, what do you bring to the table? So please excuse me, what
I am the
yes,
table.
Yeah.
I am the table.
So what do you have to offer? And when people are talking you to, you want to still talk, and when they make you feel worthless, like a nobody. Then when there are continuous physical abuses in the home, so verbal abuses, physical abuse, financial abuse, religious abuse, cyber abuse, when all these abuses are always reoccurring in your marriage or in a relationship in a home, those are already red flags already.
But unfortunately, most women don't see that red flag until they are either maimed or maybe the man will just unalive them. Even then, they will not even know that, oh, because dead men don't talk. So some women will know. They will see all of this. They will see all these abuses you've talked about, even up to physical abuse, but they will still not leave. They will not look for the services of a counselor. And then we have this set of family members that we think, that we believe, that we put into your head that, look, this thing you're about to do is wrong. You cannot leave your marriage. Once you are married, you are married. There's no space for you in the family house again. You know that kind of a talk. It brings the woman down. So what should a woman do in this kind of situation?
Yeah, in this kind of situation is for the woman. Like I tell everyone, I think everything should start from in the beginning of a woman's life. Build yourself, have your self-worth, have your self-identity. Know whom you are. By the time you know your worth, you know what you are made of. Once you see all these red flags, abuses, you give yourself a break. But unfortunately, a lot of women are not emotionally and psychologically healed. So like in the last program we did, I talked about someone not being loved, and there's an abuser telling me, I love you. And the abuser is giving me all that I need and nobody ever gave me. So they will always want to stick around. Then some persons are from home that they think marriage is just the escape route. They will tell you that this my husband then is better than where I am coming from. So let me just remain here. I can't go back to where I am coming from.
Even with the abuse.
Yes, with the abuse. So want to remain there. So it's not the fault of a lot of women. Like I say, the beginning most times is always faulty. So that is why you find them, they stick in the abuse, they remain there until their final days. Either they are being admitted in a mental asylum or they are in 6 feet below at the end of the day.
Okay, it is often said that an apple does not fall far from the tree. Suffice to say that this man in the lives of my gender must have copied this character, like you said, where they are coming from. So how do we now begin to raise men? Okay, these men have already been raised. There's nothing anybody can do about that. Now, how do we begin to raise men with empathy? Men that will be there for their women. Men that would not say, what do you want? Money, take money and go, you know? Men that we care, like you said, that we live the life of their wives. How do we begin to raise such boys? Because even as of today, some women are raising such men.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you will not allow your son to do domestic chores, you will not allow your son to do anything you believe is a woman's job. That is the beginning of this error. So how do we change the narrative?
It's not even allowing the boys even doing domestic work. Some will even put it into their sons that you are the man, so you are to dominate, you are to rule. Like, can't you see the way your father is doing it? That is how that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, how do we do that? Is as a mother, a sister, aunt, whatever relationship, female relationship you bear in the life of that male child, is just from the beginning. Start saying it into it, practice it. If he has sisters, cousin sisters, that all of them are the same age group, let them know that, oh, even though he's the junior, and those ones are even older, let them know that as a man, it's your right to protect a woman. It's your right to love a woman. It's your right to cherish a woman. So let them know that it's also your right to always fight for a woman. Oh, let's go to the household jobs. It's not meant for just one party. You and your sisters can do the job together.
All right,
so
Sharon, let's take a very short break here. When we come back, you'll continue with this very interesting discussion on how to raise men who will love their women for who they are. We'll take that break now. It's Woman to Woman on ITV, and I am with Councillor Sharon Ekelen. All right, Sharon, you were telling us something. Go ahead, please.
So, as I was saying, let them know you do this job together, you teamwork, collaboration, mix up with the female folks. So by the time you start building that inside the male child, let him understand all this, that, oh, you don't shout at a woman, there's a way you talk, you deliberate your issues, talk with love, with respect. Always respect a woman. When he grows up with that mindset, that belief in his head, you find out that it will be difficult for somebody to come and unlearn it. So it's not only just say, he's seen it. He's seen the way daddy is treating mommy. He goes to an uncle's house, you see the way uncle
Sharon, they make me laugh.
Uncle is also treating his wife, or
properly.
Maybe, yes, and your baby has an elder brother or whatever, he's still seeing the same thing. So you know that this is the norm. So when he grows up, he's in the society, he will not depart from it. He will not, like, when he see what he told him, this is the right way, so why is it?
But a situation where father, mother are preaching something different to the child and they are acting different, I don't know the kind of confusion they want to cause in that child's mind. You're telling the child, love your sister, you got to be nice, you got to do this and all of that, and behind the scene the man is either battering the wife or the wife is battering the husband, because we have female batterers too. So it's either they are harming themselves and all of that, and then you come out to tell your son, do what I say, not what I do. It's kind of one kind to me.
Yeah, issues like that, their homes that way. So let's take the female as the victim, for example, that is going through the abuse and all that. So she has a reason why she's taking in the abuse. Some will tell you, because of my children. They are still tender and all that. When she is faced with such an abuse, she can sit the children down and make them understand this is not the norm. If daddy is doing this, it's not the right thing daddy is doing. So like you say, female batterers and all that, the same way daddy unlearn it for the children.
Okay, let me ask you this last question before we go, and I need an answer in just 30 seconds or thereabout. Now, At what point should a woman seek help, either from a counselor, from a pastor, or anybody who can talk right to her? At what point should a woman do that?
Immediately you find out that your mental health is now becoming affected. You cannot reason anymore. So cry out. So some persons will tell you, is it not just verbal abuse? Everybody takes abuses in different form and different ways. So cry out immediately. Speak to the right person. Seek the right counsel. Because it's not just anybody just cry out.
Some can even add fear to your wahala.
So cry out to the right person. And if maybe it's a professional, the professional definitely invites the other party involved, probe, and know what the issues really are. So there's a case that I'm currently handling. They're not married yet, but the flags are already there.
So what you're saying is that the moment a woman starts to feel very uncomfortable, choked, and of course not liked, she should cry out.
Yes, she cry
All right, that's what we're going to take out of this show today. The moment you as a woman, you're beginning to feel the heat, because like they say, if you can't stand the heat, don't stay in the kitchen. So when you notice that you cannot stand the heat, you need to cry out to either save your marriage or your mental health or your whole being as a human being. Thank you so much, Councillor Sharon, for finding time to be with us on this show. This is just the part one. We are just starting. We have more to go. And when we call you, I hope you will avail us.
Definitely.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank
you. All right,
you.
people. This is it on the show. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
ITV, certainly the best.
survey. We are currently in the market to get to know the effect of the new fuel price on goods, if the traders are adapting well with the new fuel price or if it have affected trade here in the market. So come with me as we get to know the effect on the current price of fuel on the traders and on the goods and services they sell. I am Stephanie Notoriwa.
In recent times, Nigerians have continued to grapple with the steady increase in the price of fuel, a development that is gradually affecting every aspect of daily life. From transportation to the cost of basic goods and services, the impact is being felt across market and households. For traders, the rising cost of moving goods from one place to another has become a major challenge, forcing many to adjust their prices just to stay in business. Buyers are not left out, as many now struggle to afford items that were once considered basic necessity. On this edition of Market Survey, we'll take a closer look at how the increase in fuel price is affecting traders, the price of goods, and the general cost of living.
The current price of fuel, they affect your business?
The current price of fuel, they affect this business well. In the initial time before, when fuel come down, we dey carry one bag 500, 700. But now one bag now 1,000 naira. So they affect the fuel. Even the drivers, they go affect market people when they say Gary give us. Then who they say the Gary to go see affect us. So we want federal government to please reduce the fuel price for us, so that everybody will meet up to everybody's needs. That is what we want the federal government to do for us.
So if you want me to reduce, and like how much you say me that they sell fuel for 1 liter?
According to Nigeria situation, if you reduce it to like 800, 700, or even 500, so that everything will go well for everybody. As they say, it's not easy for the country, but we just they manage and they go.
Is affecting everybody. You cannot buy anything from the market. Rice don't go up. Even from here to a $1 now 400. What did they carry 200 before? Now 400. POS now when I see the money they do. If you tell us 10,000 or 300 naira, they'll tell you no, now 200, now 100 naira. They're not agree pay charges. Everything too hard for this country. If they won't help us when they help us, they don't help us when they tell us.
So if they want reduce fuel now, like how much if you say they feel they sell?
May they carry the fuel coin that if they put out for even that 1,000 naira self is too much. Because people when they drive bus, they get family, they get things to do. The expensive step for this country, 900 is okay, I beg. May they help us, may they put up on 900. If at all, we'll see the man and say, okay, 900. If you see buy small fuel now, and then they lock the fuel pipe, I that fuel of 1,400. You know, over there from a ring road, reach a look, it don't finish. Why now? Me when they vote again, look my face where I know they vote. Because you vote, you not vote, they go put the open for there. They know they vote. Because everybody now stay your ass. If I be president of this country, I don't need me to vote for me more rest. Man, I put me for them in a room. I don't vote, I don't get voter's card. I go throw it up beside toilet.
Well, you just say if they reduce fuel, everything go come down.
If they reduce fuel, it go better small. At least now, pure water now would they buy 300 naira, now 200 naira. At least it go come down. People when they say pure water, when they say 400, 300, we see they buy a pure water 300, we see they pass and they go if at all. Rest go come down, everything go come down. If I they smell, I go they smell. Then they do dash money again. Before that year, if you go message, they'll dash you 100 naira. You know they, that's money again. So I bet when they see the reason with us.
This okra, what they say so. I've had a buy before 4,000. I go market today now. No, they week now. 12,000, 14, 15, 16. And the motor why I go before now 500 the extra they go no be 700 come back. What did they have?
This fuel fuel price now we don't increase, it affect your market?
They affect my market well, not be small. They affect us well. You see now, before we dey buy this okra for 4,000. Now we don't dey buy okra for 15,000. Every week we tell the town say, why not put up for 15,000, 16,000? They will tell us say the motor, the money when they tell the carry they come for where they sell. I say the money is too much. And before when we want share this okra, the okra say if we buy 500, we will still reach there stay cook.
This fuel price now we say don't increase. How it they affect your business?
My sister, excess. They affect mostly me. Oh, they affect me. Oh, now they tell my neighbor say, fuel where I buy yesterday 8,000, don't finish. I don't tire.
So now the tomatoes where they carry now they affect the price where they carry before.
Well, they buy tomatoes 25. Yesterday I buy 65,000. 65. Pepper where would they buy 25? It's now 50. So I beg, make them help us.
They won't reduce the fuel. Now how much if you say go they'll sell away, say everybody go enjoy.
Make they reduce down to 500 because the poor they cry, we they suffer. No markets. We no fit feed. We no fit pay us rent. I beg. You know, not say the country now no lights. Now the fuel we take they manage our life. I beg.
This fuel wey they don't increase, now it they affect your business.
Affect, it not be small. We they affect us. Where would they pay 200 now 500? That would they pay. The thing it not be small thing. You don't turn the market upside down. Where till you go buy? Before you go buy something, now you receive the transport. You come weak. Everything can increase. Fish not the let buy. Akabu not the let buy. You see sugar, you see granite. If you want to talk now, they say fuel. They'll talk now, they'll say fuel. So the thing get as it be. May government may still help the poor. May of CC leg take run meet our mates. Now that one I get to talk. May they beg government.
So if they won't reduce the price of fuel now, how much if you say the office sell and maybe say everybody go feel benefits, go enjoy it?
If the office sell it at like 700, my myself, they made the son of 500. Because no light. If you want 100, now fuel. Light not there. Now they cost I want pop water now like 3 days now we don't see light take pop water. Now fuel now they use. If you buy 5,000 fuel, you know the reach us the pop a tank full.
The fuel price now they say now they don't increase fuel. How did it they affect on our business?
As the fuel increase now, it affect our business. Why? Before we used to pay each cow from like Udul market to Bini, we used to pay like 45, 48, also 50,000. But now we are almost pay 80, 85 and 90. So when the market increase, when the cow increase, so the movement of our market is also increase. Why is that? Very soon now we are about to, before we are quoting meat 500, 1,000 and also 200. But why? Because of the market cost now. We are unable to not wanted to quote 200 anymore. Why? Because of the foil. But when the foil go down now, the price of the cow will go down. But when the foil increase, the price of the cow increase. But the meat before, the meat now they quote 300, 200 now. We are about to stop it now. We don't want to sell any 200 and 3. Now we are about to, we are wanted to get that way so that we're not supposed to quote 200 naira meat and also 300. But we can quote only from 500, 1,000 and above because of the foil increase. Why? Before the transfer from Adamawa to here, before we used to pay 80. But now as foil increase, now we pay each cow 130,000 naira. Why from Adamawa to Bini? But when the cow increase the price, that is normal. The meat must add the price. Like before, we are selling 1 lap for here, 1 lap for cow complete. We are selling it 250, 280, and also 300. But now, if you not sell and reach 350, 400, that means we cannot see any profit about it. And the assorted, the complete assorted before we are selling on the slaughter at the red price at the 120, 130. Now we are selling about 150, 160. Also like the full of the 80, what would they sell? Before 80, 90, you don't get full completed. But why? Because of all those things now, If you not sell that complete 120, 130, your money will not complete. So all the market now, some people now they try to stop say because they don't tire. You can go north, buy car, carry and come transport all the way. Each one can now. You cannot gain 20 or 30,000 naira. Some people they will bring and lose because of say the transport. But when the transport reduce, at least when the transport, at least before we are paying 35, even 40 for each one car. So when you don't calculate, for example, you buy car 1 million, you come put transport now 40,000 naira, put expenses, both the food and the water you go drink 10,000 naira. So when you sell maybe 1.1, you don't get like 50,000. We are unable to sell, get your money and went to market and buy another one. But all because of those things now, so people will bring and spend all this expenses now, and end of the day they will lose. So many people have stopped. Anyone that you see with this phrase now is very stronger person. Is the person that will not, is the person that is stay for the business and you know they fear the business. But some people are unable to stop.
So like now,
more you people help us tell government. Men and tell say the fuel now, the increase of the fuel now, and they increase every traders, now they increase every investor. So now when the fuel now address government, when the fuel now come down, for example now let fuel 500 naira. When they are selling fuel 500 naira now, so each one car where they carry from north like Kano, Adamawa, Meduguri, and also Barrier Net Place now. All the calculation they pass 40, 45. But now each transport now they pay off to 100 and above. So how can we meet up? So we address you people now to explain to the government, please, make the fuel come down.
the fuel business, the fuel increase, where the money where they add for fuel, I say they affect business.
Sister, you know they easy. You know they easy to us. Because before the carry car is 20,000, 30,000. Now it's going to 100,000. So they affect our business very well. I mean, when I help us to take government to carry the fuel come down so that market go, they go to us, to everybody. But now, you know they easy. I swear.
So like how much if you say me that they sell fuel now for 1 liter?
500 naira go there, okay, so that things go see come down some more, so that we fit continue life.
So now as it be like this, so customer they get customer they buy, they patronize.
Sister, some complain too much. They complain well. Customer will go cut meat 200. They will begin the shout, say IB. Would they be to try to increase on 500 because why? The thing too high, the market too hard. So now 500 they want the cut meat now. I beg, when I help us state government to carry the fuel down so that everything go good to us. I beg. Now my message to now.
And now when we say they don't increase fuel like this, it affects your market where they say.
Yeah. This market before now, you buy this one like 75,000. By now, because of only this reason, the cost, fuel don't cost. I buy this one like 100,000 with 95. By now, I'm very surprised because of this market don't change. Some people you don't buy market for my hand because of fuel don't cost. If you touch a customer, I say fuel don't cost. No, say market by now because of only fuel is the cost. We not say market by now. It say small market. Last time you go, I buy. Last 2 weeks ago, I buy this one. Like 1 bag, I be 1 bag and the half bag. By now I say only half bag with half bag and the quarter bag. Because of the fuel, the cost is the problem for my market. By now, all this reason.
So how much if you say make government they put fuel price now? We say it go there. We say everybody go fit buy them.
By now I say government they talk for this matter. I need for my might. I say only I buy this one before I say this one like this cabbage I say like 700 500 small. By now big one I say this one like 1,000 because of market don't change down or price is increase maybe decrease na increase.
So if they say me you talk like how much you want me they sell fuel now for 1 liter, how much you want me they sell fuel?
Before now I buy liter like 900 with something that. By now I buy liter some people they sell liter 13, 16, 14, 15. Only
How much you want me to sell and make come down? How much you want me to take come down?
like 300, 350, 500 with something that is good.
How the market?
Fine, everywhere good.
So now we say they don't increase fuel. It dey affect your market.
You say now what we say?
They don't increase fuel. Now we say fuel don't high. It dey affect your market where you dey sell.
It affects every market because even to everything we dey do now, everything don't increase. So me I know they happy. But based on say Nigeria no balance, I dey take am small. Maybe like say person go thief or do one or two another. Everything don't increase. Me I know they happy.
So how much you feel say if the fuel will come down? How much you feel say they suppose they sell am?
Pure water.
No fuel.
They're supposed to, Nigeria is supposed to sell fair at least, maybe I say too low. If you want this offer 1,000 for it too high, and which is, if you want to go something like, yeah, now this will look good to ring road, they will say bring someone there, which is not good. And no, if you want to fish, you don't get that kind of money. That means you go stress your life, not good. And the gay hype, me, I don't like it. They make people the verse. I don't like it.
So how much do they sell pure water now? How many pure water be your general?
Now pure water now 200 now based on our custom where they go they sell them one bag the 5. So we they sell them 200 naira. So
how much does they carry bag?
A bag of water na 500 naira.
The increase in fuel price continued to have a ripple effect on the economy, with both traders and consumers feeling the strain. As transportation costs rise, so do the prices of goods, making it more difficult for many Nigerians to meet their daily needs. For traders, survival now means adjusting to harsh realities, while for consumers, it often means cutting down on expenses. With no immediate relief in sight, many are left hoping for solutions that will ease the burden and bring stability to the market. Only time will tell how long Nigerians can cope with the growing impact of rising fuel costs on everyday life.
We've come to the end of today's edition on Market Survey, and generally you could tell that the new fuel price is affecting traders and the goods that they sell, because currently they're having low turnout of consumers and low patronage due to the current fuel price that has increased the goods that they sell, the price of goods that they sell. So yes, and generally they've appealed to the government to at least reduce the fuel price to 500 naira per liter. That way it could at least be favorable to the marketers and also the consumers. And that's the end on today's edition on Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notodiua. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
ITV.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Well, doesn't it just feel amazing to know that it's that special time of the week once again, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, of course, it's another beautiful Monday evening, and it's my pleasure to have you join us on yet another amazing episode of the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, reaching you live from the city of Benin. Yes, I know there are people who are just joining us for the first time. Well, for the record, the Guys Hangout Show is a unique show that teaches men to put themselves first in a society where it seems like, people hardly pay attention to the needs of men. I always say that men are on their own. In fact, the moment you give birth to the male child, life is already leading him by 1-0. Well, I know that's on a lighter note, but hey, that's actually underscores the harsh reality that men are born into. Well, the Guys Hangout Show teaches men to, prioritize themselves and, of course, invest in themselves just so they'll be able to give out to the world around them. You can't give what you don't have, right? So it's important that you invest in yourself just so you'll be able to, give out to everyone that is depending on you in one way or the other. What you have is what you give. My name is Harry Aigboje, and of course, it's my pleasure to have you join me on this episode of the show. Now, tonight we have a very interesting conversation, something that has been, making the rounds on social media lately. It's something that has to do with rape allegations. First off, let's put certain things in proper perspective. Rape is a very, very serious issue. It's not something to play with, okay? Now, there have been several cases of, women coming out to complain, or should I say, allege that they've been raped. And of course, every time such happens, there's usually an outrage. And of course, society calls for, justice for such women. But what also happens when there is a false allegation of rape? Because it's really no news that some women, should I say, mischievous women are beginning to weaponize rape. Some women could just wake up one morning and say, somebody raped them. And if proper investigation is not carried out, there is a tendency to believe that it's true. Okay, but that's basically what we're discussing tonight. What happens in the case of a false rape allegation? Well, I'm not alone on the show tonight. I've got my homie in the building. And of course, together we're going to be doing justice to this very, very interesting conversation. Well, he's really not someone new. He goes by the name of Emmanuel Walters.
Yeah, good evening. I'm really excited being here today.
Yeah, of course.
The topic is just taking me jiggling.
It's giving you some sort of
vibes,
ginger.
Yeah.
All right. So it's actually a very interesting. Yeah, it's indeed a pleasure to have you. It's a very interesting conversation, right?
Yes,
like I said in opening, rape is a serious issue. It's not something to joke with, right?
Yeah.
We've seen cases where women have come out to cry out that they were raped or at least sexually assaulted.
Something like that.
And whenever such happens, we know that society doesn't joke. Society doesn't joke with cases.
Most especially social media.
Right. We hear of calls for justice and the rest of them.
Yeah.
The Ochanya case was a case in point.
Yeah.
But we've also seen that because of the outrage that usually follows, allegations of rape, some very mischievous women have also taken it upon themselves to weaponize it. Weaponize it in the sense that some of them just cook up stories of alleged rape.
Yeah.
Okay, they allege that they were raped by a certain guy, and then before you know what's going on, the guy is already doing time,
serving his jail sentence already.
Right?
Yeah.
But after a while, maybe after much investigation,
I end up discovering that the guy was actually innocent. Yeah.
So we have a series of questions to ask in this regard. First of all, what's your take on that? Like, how does it make you feel as a man, knowing that there are men who are falsely accused of rape, and not just falsely accused, but are subjected to punishment. And serious, should I say, societal stigmatization.
Yeah. First off, I feel very bad because I'm going to feel very bad because I'm a man myself. You understand? And being a man myself, I feel the pains of other men. You understand? So I imagine if I was in if I was in their shoes, how will I feel? How will it be for me? You understand? So I feel the pains of those men actually. But first of all, before a woman will wake up and cook up a story, there should be something. You get? There should be a reason for that.
Okay.
Because you cannot, for everything you do in life, there's a reason for everything.
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke without fire. It's the psychology of life.
Okay.
You get? Now, there are three major things that I've seen that causes this, that pushes these motives. I call them the 3 C's. You get? First off, clouds. The lady is just chasing clouds.
Attention,
the fame, social media engagements, likes, and you understand.
Yeah.
Second of all, conflicts, personal vendettas. You get, between she and the accused. Something like, if I can't have you, no one will.
Okay.
You get. Then the third one, cover-ups. Maybe a lady that is married to a strict partner. You understand? She slept late, or she didn't come home early. Now, why you not home early? Then you just give one kind of excuse, and the next thing you are already accusing somebody. You get, for coming home late.
In other words, it's a gaslighting weapon.
Gaslighting weapon. Thank you. These are the 3 C's that pushes
Wow, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of a biblical story. Talking about Joseph and
the Potiphar's wife. Yes.
That's kind of similar to it.
Yes, that's kind of similar. That was actually not even similar. It's actually the case.
The exact case,
because it's a forced rape allegation. Because Joseph refused to sleep with Potiphar's wife, she now had to accuse him of rape.
Falsely.
And you understand? We all know the story.
All right, so let's begin. Okay, what factors do you think? Because you've actually made mention of the three C's, right? Now, beyond, can you elaborate more on these factors? You know, the factors that lead to false rape allegations.
Okay, like if you check what has been happening on social media, the false rape allegation, the girl from on Twitter,
yes,
actually,
the
Mirabel girl. That one was actually clouds. She was just craving attention.
But at first it looked so credible,
real.
so believable.
Yes, that's why people jumped in. Because now, rape is a case that once you put it on the internet, everybody jumps in. Like you said, it's a very, very disgusting act.
Yes.
You get, it's a very, very disgusting act. So now when you put someone out there and say he's a rapist, everybody's against him. You get, everybody's against him. So she was just chasing clout. I think she just thought of, how am I going to get fame now? How am I going to be out there now? Then she just decided to go with rape. And it actually worked for her. It worked for her at first, you understand? At least people reached out to her, VDM
yes.
and the like.
I think they even crowdfunded for her.
You understand?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day now, it has spoiled her reputation. You understand? It's spoiled her reputation. But let's not talk about our own case now. Let's talk about the accused. The person she accused that raped her. It also spoiled that guy's reputation.
But did she actually accuse anyone? Because I think that was the argument a lot of persons were pushing at the time. That she didn't specifically, accuse anybody.
Someone.
Yes.
I really didn't follow up on the case actually. But I think I heard some rumors of someone being accused.
At some point when she was being interrogated, I think she was trying to paint a picture of a certain guy, a tall, dark guy. But I guess it was somewhere in the middle of that the truth came out, that it was all a cooked up story. But some persons are beginning to say that if the truth was not uncovered early enough, she probably could have pinned it on someone.
Yes, and that was what she was already doing during the interrogation. Yeah, she was already pinning it on someone. Maybe she did not think about her story well enough.
Okay.
You understand? There are some people that I would say they don't know how to lie. They use lie to cover up lies, and during the process, they keep exposing their lies.
Their lies.
You
okay, so
understand?
the more lies you tell,
the more you expose your
previous lies.
You get. So that was what really happened in our own case. But for instance, now that she actually pinned it on that guy, you get, and now the guy is serving jail sentence, or the guy was already in court. Do you know? Funny enough, do you know? This false rape allegation, they are rare. They are not common.
Really?
Yes, because according to statistics, out of 100 people, 90, out of 100 cases, 90 are actually true. You get 10 are false. But do you know why the minority, I would say, let me just put it in a phrase, the loud minority, you get, the reason why that 10 is what you keep on hearing, you might not even hear about the 90, is because, like I said, rape is a very disgusting act. It goes viral.
Okay.
You understand? It's what social media feeds on. That's what the fuels on, you understand? So once they can see, most times, out of the 90, some of them, they might not even speak out.
Okay.
They might not speak out
for fear of stigmatization.
Stigmatization, and maybe if the case is not judged properly, what is going to happen to them? You understand? So they'll just chill. They'll just stay locked in. Sometimes court will slow the case down, keep on adjourning. To avoid all those expenses and all those pains, they'll just stay locked in.
Okay.
You understand? So that's why we keep on hearing about the false rape allegation. But according to the statistics, they are very rare.
Okay.
You get, that's just it. So now, let's go back to the accused. That's been accused. You accuse someone now of rape. you are terminating his image. There's a probability that he's going to lose his job for that, just for one line, one word that you said against him, just one lie that you tell against him. He might lose his job,
lose his reputation,
his
mental health.
Imagine he's looking for another job now, and the boss of the company decided to search his name up on Google. The first thing that's going to come out is
the tag.
The tag, a rapist. You said it, the case has been judged, you discover that the guy is actually innocent, but according to social media will always still tag him as a rapist.
All right, that's a very disturbing one, if you ask me. But I would like us to take a look at how society, reacts to cases of rape. Okay, now we saw what happened during the Mirabel case.
Yeah.
How some celebrities took it up. Of course, one particular person that was caught up in the fire was Simi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simi, the singer. Of course, we all know how passionate Simi has always been, with regards to, rape and assault cases. Of course, she's very, vocal about defense of the female child. I mean, of the girl child, right? But at a certain point, when it was discovered that Mirabel was lying, I think somebody asked her what she had to say about that, and then she asked the person to shut the F up.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
So why do people become so, should I say, inhuman? Or should I say biased in this case now? Because, okay, we understand that you are trying to protect the female child.
Okay.
As a girl child that you are yourself.
Yeah.
When it was later discovered that the girl child herself was lying. So why did she stand her ground and refuse to, put into consideration the reputation of the person that was lied against, or the potential victim of a false rape allegation?
Okay. In a situation like this now, it's not only Simi that is affected. Let's say in this case now, Simi is affected. In other cases, most times it might not be only Simi. We can hear of NGOs that are also affected, that come out at first to support the girl, and after discovering that the girl was lying, they'll just, you understand, they'll just chill out, don't say anything else. This thing, first of all, they just jump into conclusion. There's no evidence.
And that's the million-dollar question. Why are people always so quick to jump into conclusion?
Yeah. That's I would say that's the human mentality. It's a human mentality. You understand? They have this, according to biology, I think is a immune. I've forgotten what they call it in science, that makes people act before they think. You understand? It's something that comes with all humans. You see cases that somebody will say fire, 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 fire. Before you check if it's true, you're already out of the window already. You understand? It's a immune that comes with the human body. You act before you think. That's what is actually happening to these people. You get? There's no evidence. You're already acting already. You're already judging. Or you're trying to protect the girl child. You are trying to, yes, you are doing the right thing. You are trying to protect the girl child. Okay, now
that the truth is out.
That the truth is out. Why can't you just apologize? You understand? Apologize to the public and let the public know that your motive was actually to protect the girl child. Accept your blame.
I'm glad you made mention of motive, because at some point people were beginning to question her motive, right? On the surface it looks like she's defending the girl child.
Yeah.
But if you take a deeper look, it actually gives us the impression that she's probably just being a misandrist.
Yes, she's
against men.
She's against men.
Because if the truth is out and you've been told that the girl lied after all, what were you supposed to do? Tender an apology.
It's simple. She made a very wrong move by replying that guy like that, by replying a fan. And funny enough, the guy would definitely be a fan. Everybody loves Simi.
Of course.
Yeah, everybody takes her in high regard, in high esteem.
If not for any other reason, for her music.
Yes. But now what she did now, she has just pulled down her own reputation. She lost followers. You get, for just 1 4-letter words. I think it's just a 4-letter words, STFU. You get, she has lost her reputation. I don't know why she feel like that is going to protect her. but it was a very, very wrong move from someone like Simi.
Okay, let's examine the impact of false rape allegations on the victims. In what ways, in what practical ways do you think it actually affects, people who have been accused, wrongly accused of rape? How do you think it affects them?
First of all, their mental health. It affects their mental health because your phone now, take a look at this now, the media houses, let me use the newspapers for example. There's a case, a rape case. You check their headlines, on their front cover is written in bold letters. You get, on their front covers, written in bold letters. Now, when the truth is out, you will see that news in page 10, written in small letters, no longer
in capitals.
In capitals. You get. Now, let's come to social media.
In other words, the damage has been done.
The damage has been done and can't be undone.
Okay.
Let's come to social media now. Your phone, your laptop, your computer is something that you take everywhere with you. It goes to your bedroom, you're in Canada, you're in any country, is with you. You get, you open, imagine opening your phone now and let me say you're on X, you just open your X app, your Twitter app, and first thing you start seeing your face, your name, your pictures everywhere as the accused. Your mental health is affecting your mental health. It affects your sociality with others. Now you want to be alone. It leads to depression. In most cases, it leads to suicide. Because you can't stand the ground. Going somewhere now, everywhere, like that guy.
So there's a stigma.
There's a stigma that moves along with it. Like I said now, no company
would want to associate with
someone like that, that has that stigma, that tag to his name. Family self, some family self, they might not want to be with you anymore.
Because you've brought
shame to the family.
Okay.
You understand? There's a lot of insults that goes with it. Even if finally that you have been cleared, your name is cleared, the words are already there already. They have been said already.
All right. Just a quick one. What should the legal system do? Because I think the legal system is not balanced enough.
It's not balanced enough.
The same, there's this vigor with which the law goes after the accused.
Okay.
Right? Especially when a lady cries out and cries out about being raped or being assaulted. The law doesn't take it lightly. But it seems like when it is discovered that such allegations were false, the energy isn't the same. So why is it so?
I just feel it's the system of the country, because according to the constitution, it's actually in the law. You understand that a rapist should be judged accordingly. You understand? Then someone that falsely accused another person should also be judged. There's a fine for it.
Do you think a fine is enough? Because some persons have been advocating lately, especially with the with recent developments, that the same penalty that goes to rapists should also go to false salamists.
Yeah, that's why most people are getting it wrong. I won't say I'm not in support of that.
Okay.
I'm totally in support of that. You understand? But take a look at it this way now. You say, let's say, death sentence, immediate death sentence to a rapist. That's the law. That's what the law says. Immediate death sentence to a rapist, and immediate death sentence to someone that lied.
Okay.
You get? Now, take a look at those people that were actually raped, but they don't have enough evidence to prove that they have been raped. What are you going to say about that?
Well, that is the more reason, people should gather enough evidence before making such a grave allegation, don't you think?
Yes, gather enough evidence. But what if you don't have enough evidence to gather now? Should the person just keep quiet? Because I don't have enough evidence to prove that I was actually raped.
Well, in all honesty, before you get to, I think there are layers to this thing, there are levels to this thing. You could speak to someone. For example, there are, family members, friends that you could speak to. But before you take it to a court of competent jurisdiction, then you must have your evidence. You see, the court of law is a different ballgame entirely.
Yes.
You understand? So what I'm asking is it proper that people who come out to lie against others, over rape allegations are let off the hook, while the rapists themselves are prosecuted?
I won't agree they should be let off the hook. They should be punished.
Okay, but you're saying that the sentence or the punishment should be lesser?
Yes, it should be lesser. It should be considerable, so that not to keep the real victims
not to discourage
quiet.
Okay.
You understand? Not to keep the real victims quiet. You understand? But at least, okay, now the victim now, like according to the VAPP Acts, I've actually forgotten the full name for that acronym, is actually the Constitution. The fine to a falsely accused, someone that lied, is actually, I think, 6 months in jail. Just for lying that someone raped you. 6 months in jail, you pay a sum of 300, 500,000. You get, that should be fair enough.
You think so?
Yes, it should be fair enough, because now, you that don't have any money, you are coming out to lie, or you are thinking of it now that you are going to serve a 6J term.
Okay.
You think twice before you come out to lie. Because you are coming out to lie now, definitely you have little evidence, or even if you have enough evidence, proper interrogation will prove that you are definitely lying.
Okay.
You get. So now the laws should be taken accordingly. Like our system now, like I said this earlier, the system is actually corrupt.
Okay.
The person can just bring something, 1 or 2 things, then the case will just die down there. So it's very wrong. I think the law there, the 6 months jail term, is actually okay.
It's fair enough.
It's fair enough.
Okay.
But they should be effective.
It
should not just be in writing.
It shouldn't just be on paper.
It shouldn't just be on paper. It should be effective.
All right, as we begin to wrap up now, what's your parting word? What's your word of advice, to young men out there who have been, of course, it's a very broad subject, because there's also a category of guys who were molested, sexually molested as children, right?
Yeah.
But that's a different ballgame entirely. It's a different conversation entirely. But what's your advice for young men who have been falsely accused of rape at one point in time or the other, as we begin to wrap up?
My advice for them out there is that they shouldn't just take things to heart like that. The deed has been done already. I know in most cases, most guys will want to commit suicide or even take revenge on the girl. You understand? They should just take, at least they should I say they should accept their fate, because it has already been done. Let me not say they should accept their fate. You get?
I don't think they should accept their fate. They should speak up.
They should speak
up. The same way rape victims should speak up.
Definitely they are going to speak up. You understand?
Yeah.
Definitely they are going to speak up. But the law is the law that should take the drastic move.
Okay.
The law, because now those people now, they don't have anything to do. If you tell them that they should not take revenge, they'll just sit there. The blame has already been on them. It's the law that should take the drastic move.
Okay, so your advice actually goes to the law.
The law, yes, the government. Anybody that is stigmatizing them should be punished. The person that accused them should be punished.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel Walter, for your amazing contribution. I actually do wish we had more time, but of course, time is never our friend on this program. But a very big thank you, for taking our time to be with me on the Guys Hangout show tonight. Well, you've heard from the horse's mouth. The legal system ought to be strengthened. That's the only way, all of these will come to an end. Rape is just as bad as false rape allegations, so neither of them is better than the other. Okay, please. You don't have to rape anyone. You don't have to rape anyone. Sex or intimacy should be based on consent. If she says no, let it be no. Walk away. Okay? And then do not use rape or rape allegation as a weapon to get back at someone. If you don't like someone, or if somebody offended you in any way, look for ways to settle scores with that person rather than using rape as, a weapon, because there are serious consequences. Well, it's been an amazing show tonight, and I want to say a very big thank you to each and every single one of you out there. My name is Harry Aigboje, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and good night.
ITV, certainly the best.